Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The Green Bay Packers come away with a victory here, pretty much in blowout fashion against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Absolutely love it. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers versus the Green Bay Packers. I was really hoping it would be in Lambeau. As a Packers fan, I thought that would be super cool, but this was very fun nonetheless. And, that fourth quarter, Green Bay really ran up that score. And in the first half, they're actually losing. Pittsburgh had a 16-7 lead over Green Bay at halftime. Still, as a Packers fan, I was never too concerned that this game was honestly out of reach. I never really got a bad feeling. It actually, at numerous points in this game, I don't know if it's because Pittsburgh was wearing yellow, I felt a few times that this game was at Lambeau. I had to almost remember that it's in Pittsburgh, not as a slant or a slight or anything. On this particular play, Micah Parsons, he disrupted this whole football game. He really did. He's going to go right up the gut. It's going to force Aaron Rodgers, collapses this pocket. It's going to force him to step into this. Rashan Gary right here on the outside is going to come in for the sack. Now, the way they were counting these sacks was kind of confusing. I think this would be one of two Rashan Gary sacks. I felt like Micah had a couple, but it didn't appear on the stat sheet. We'll get to all that in this rapid reaction. Let's just get into it. Now, Jordan Love in this Packers offense did a great job. Jordan Love barely got touched in this football game. They did not allow a sack to him through 4 quarters. And you see Tucker Kraft here on National Tight Ends Day have a phenomenal game. 7 catches, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. I unfortunately played him in fantasy. But anyways, really good blocking here. They're going to do a little play action to Josh Jacobs. Throw it right here to Tucker Kraft in the slot or in the flat. And you get a good block here from Malik Heath, number 18. A good block. Welcome back, Christian Watson. We don't have a clip on Christian Watson. 4 catches, 85 yards. Obviously, I'm a diehard Packers fan, so we'll post plenty of Packers videos as the week progresses. But Christian Watson, welcome back. 4 catches, 85 yards. One of them was absolutely huge. It went for 33. But anyways, Tucker Kraft getting it started. First score of the day for Green Bay's offense. Gets them up 7-3. But I love this blocking. Great play design. Matt LaFleur, in my opinion, called a perfect football game. Malik Heath right here, number 18. Christian Watson, number 9. And Tucker Kraft's 1 of 2 touchdowns. Now, we, of course, have to show you this clip. Now, the context is really important. This is bad drawing here on the screen. It's 3rd and 5. I don't know why I just drew 16. It's 3rd and 15. Pittsburgh has 16. Green Bay only has 7. First possession of the 3rd quarter. Pittsburgh actually got the football. 3 and out. Pittsburgh's offense not able to get anything going. And right here, it's almost a 3 and out for the Green Bay Packers. 3rd and 5. Jordan Love's just going to throw this ball up. Bunch of pressure here. Pittsburgh's defense did a great job in this first half. Jordan Love also had a great football game. He had 20 completions in a row at one point, which was, I believe, tied Brett Favre. He was 1 more completion away from breaking the Packers' most consecutive passes completed in franchise history. Kind of a difficult thing to say out loud. But I loved this. Just throws it up to Tucker Kraft. Finds in a way to catch this football. I think Deshaun Elliott right here, I think he's concerned. I don't know why his hands are up in the air. The football is still up in the air. Nobody has caught this football. I don't know if he's saying that was a push-off. But anyways, Tucker Kraft ends up running this all the way almost into the red zone. Tucker Kraft really just had a phenomenal football game. One of the best in tight ends that you could remember. I believe they showed a stat on here. He had the most yards after catch for a tight end in a single game since 2018. Now that play ends up converting this touchdown, or they end up converting this touchdown. Savion Williams, right here running in motion, can use him in a whole variety of ways. And he scores his first touchdown, his one and only target and catch. We get some blocking here. Matthew Golden, I believe Chris Brooks is out there. And I want to say 86 is Fitzpatrick. I'm going to fact check it. John Fitzpatrick. All right. John Fitzpatrick, I believe that's Chris Brooks. Matthew Golden, perfect blocking, easy touchdown, Green Bay, and this now makes it a 1-possession game. All thanks essentially to that crazy 3rd down Tucker Kraft, huge 53-yarder. Pittsburgh scores a field goal. This is the very first play of the fourth quarter. You're going to have Christian Watson here come in on the edge. And this edge player right here is actually going to get a pretty good bounce. Josh Jacobs going to make him miss. He's going to make 2 players miss on this. First touchdown, one and only touchdown of the day for Josh Jacobs. Now, the leading rusher was actually Emmanuel Wilson in this game. Josh Jacobs didn't have too much success. I don't believe he is 100% healthy. But you see right here, Christian Watson comes in. He's able to kind of get through a little bit. But Josh Jacobs makes him miss and is also able to make him miss and outrun Patrick Queen, number 6. And this officially gives the Green Bay Packers the lead. First play of the very first quarter. All right, right after that touchdown, we have another Micah Parsons disruption play. The all-22 angle is going to give you a better indication of what he does here. You can kind of see it, but you'll lose him a little bit right there. Packers defense, folks, they did a phenomenal job. I know, Keyshawn Nixon, for example, got burnt a couple of times early on in the football game. They did give up 13 points in that second quarter. But whether it was Rashawn Gary or especially Micah Parsons, you could tell Micah in specific. So they're going to bring this. They run a lot of 2 tight end sets. And they're going to try and chip Micah right here. Doesn't really do too much. He's going to beat Broderick Jones, the left tackle, with this left arm move. Left guard's going to come on in here. It's pretty much a 3-on-1. And Micah Parsons ends up winning his rep. Defensive Player of the Year. The sacks just keep coming, folks. I mean, as far as offense, defense goes, I know maybe that final score will technically give you, like the Steelers scored a decent amount of points, but it's not really, in my opinion, indicative of what I just watched. We'll wrap it up here. 3rd and 4. It's 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. At this point, it's only 22-19, so Green Bay still got their fourth quarter lead, holding Pittsburgh to no points from that last possession there that we saw. And Tucker Kraft kind of go inward, kind of run a little tight end slant here. And this is the second of his 2 touchdowns. Pittsburgh brings the house, and Tucker Kraft ends up scoring this touchdown pretty easily. He's such a great blocker. He's so good. I mean, these yards after a catch, I know it's kind of a random niche statistic, that stat from 2018, most yards after a catch for tight ends. I feel like on National Tight End Day, most tight ends kind of underwhelmed. They showed a graphic. Tucker Kraft by far was the best tight end of this week, at least up until the Monday Night Football games. Romeo Doubs had a few nice catches. Malik Heath as well. Christian Watson, that 33-yarder. We'll make plenty of Packers videos as this week progresses. But this defense, man, the offense, seriously can't say good enough. Edgerrin Cooper, that forced fumble. Can't say better things about this football game in the Aaron Rodgers return playing the Green Bay Packers, even though it's in Pittsburgh. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Post plenty of Packers content over here, so stay tuned. Let me know your player of the game, any thoughts, opinions you have, and we'll see you soon.